ladies and gentlemen, next up we've got Elodie Orkin, who's appeared in We Hunt Together, Stage Fright, Saving Paradise, and of course is probably better known for you guys as playing Angela in Stranger Things. First of all, welcome to Hull. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. So,
I know you guys have been waiting for this, and I can see quite a lot of excited faces in there. So let's crack on. Are you having a fantastic day?
I am. It's my first time in Hull.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, it's a really cute little town.
So first off, let's start at the beginning. How did you get into acting?
I started when I was like, just for fun, like on the weekends, like in doing musical theatre when I was like 4. And then I just kind of kept doing it. And it was always just something that I knew I was going to do, like literally since I can remember. Yeah, my mum like wanted a way for me to get out of my shell because I was like a really shy kid. So she put me in musical theatre classes and that's how I got started, yeah.
Fantastic. How did you become involved with Stranger Things?
I auditioned for it. I got an audition like 2019. And then I didn't hear back for like 8 months. I kind of had forgotten I had even done it. And then 8 months later I got the call that I had booked it and I was like so surprised. And yeah, I was a massive fan of Stranger Things before that as well. So it was brilliant, yeah.
Brilliant. How did you prepare for the role itself?
Well, I did a lot of roller skating training for months because I'm not sporty at all. And then I got to set and no one else had trained and everyone was better than I was, even though I had trained for like 2 months every day. So that's the main thing. And then other than that, I mean, because I had to wait for like COVID to be over until I filmed. So I had like almost 2 years to work on those scenes.
Yeah.
So.
So, one thing about, I mean, I'm sure you guys all know, as the Queen Bee, you were quite a sinister character.
Yeah.
But meeting you today, you're one of the sweetest girls.
Thank you.
You wasn't like the character at all. So what was it like getting ready for that? I mean, it's just the other end of the spectrum, really, from meeting you to how you are on screen.
Thank you. I don't know. My mum says it's the, what did she say? It's the version of me that only she gets to see.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely in me, but it's just I don't really show it to many people. No, I don't know, because I'm not a mean person. I don't know why like it. I don't know. It came. I don't know, but yeah. I don't know why I tend to book really mean characters. I
mean, I've got to say, we've just had Jared who played a bully in It. This morning when I came in, I was more terrified of walking around to meet you because
really?
of what I'd seen. Yeah, so I was a bit worried, and just meeting you was just one of the sweetest people.
Thank you.
Just a total opposite. You came into the show in season 4. What was it like coming into a unit that was already well established and they'd already acted and been together for 3 seasons previous?
Well, it was nerve-wracking because they're like a proper family, everyone on that set. But everyone was really welcoming when I got on set. It was obviously like still kind of COVID-y time, so everyone had to kind of be careful and whatever, so you couldn't really like hang out with that many people, so there was quite a tight-knit like little room with all the actors, so I got to hang out with everyone and that was nice.
What was it like to bully Millie Bobby Brown?
I mean, I love acting, so it was fun in that respect, but then also like it's not fun to be mean to people, you know? So I mean, yeah, it was fun because everyone knew it was just acting, and it was a great set with lots of fun people and costumes and everything.
So Millie Bobby Brown actually came to Hull. She filmed season 2 of Enola Holmes in the City, in the Old Town. And during production, I obviously run all my ghost walks around the city. So I get special dispensation to walk onto film sets and TV sets.
Oh, really?
So I can take my clients through. But that particular night, they closed off the road and refused to let me through. So I got into a bit of a Twitter beef with Henry Cavill. Not really that well known. But I tweeted him and just said, Henry, what's going on? And he never replied. So I think he chickened out. But it's kind of the same thing, what you did with Millie and me and Henry.
It is really.
We have that kind of thing. If you do see Henry today and he's carrying roller skate, just give me a shout.
Coming for you.
Yeah. Will we see Angela again?
I can't say.
Can't say, fair enough.
My lips are sealed.
Did you enjoy playing?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It was an amazing opportunity that it was like long awaited, obviously, for like 2 years in between getting it and then actually filming. So it was just really exciting.
I guess for you as well to go from this really nice sweet girl to playing this absolute monster, I won't say the B word, the absolute monster. I guess that was quite fun as well. I mean, you know, that must be quite a transformation for you.
It's fun. It's like playing imaginary games as a kid, you know. It's a great job.
Some of the stuff I've worked on, we've had scenes where I've got to be really nasty to people, and afterwards, because I'm not a nasty person, we've had a big group hug, which is weird because we're all a lot of them are big strapping lads, and you know, a lot of the ladies are big scary ladies, and I feel awful on screen doing that with them. And I know afterwards I feel awful, and you know, we hug each other out, and you know, we all have a good chat, and we know it's like acting. Was it like that on the show? Did you know, after those scenes, especially with the bullying scenes, was it a nice huggy kind of set? Yeah,
I mean, I can't remember if there was any hugs, but it was definitely everyone was laughing with each other and like getting along. So I don't think anyone was really taking it to heart. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Do you play Dungeons and Dragons and those
don't. I've never played. I'm really bad with like complicated games, like board games, and my brain doesn't work like that.
Are you amazed at how big? I mean, it's a global phenomenon. You know, it's absolutely enormous. Everyone I spoke to about coming here today mentioned you. And I know, just going around the crowd, a lot of the people here today have just come to see you. You know, which is lovely. We've got fans all over. I know these young girls in the corner here are absolutely, you couldn't breathe a minute ago when there was going to be something really excited. I mean, it must be fantastic to be sort of this positive role model for young girls that are going into acting and stuff like that.
It is.
You know, how is that? I mean, that must be something to aspire to. You must be really proud of what you're doing.
I'm very grateful to be in the position I'm in. Don't know if I really count as a role model, but don't know if I really want to.
Not the character.
Yeah, no, it's really amazing getting to hear from like a lot of like younger girls saying or just people in general saying they want to get into acting, and knowing I'm there to inspire them, which I don't know.
So what about the future? What does the future hold for you?
Well, about a week ago I had a show come out. Obviously there's a strike on right now, so it's all a bit up in the air, but yeah, so the show was called sorry, my brain, it was called Burning Girls. It's on Paramount Plus. Yeah, so that's the most recent thing, and that was
Horizon or
away from it. I can't talk about anything right now.
That's fine, yeah, I understand that. So, if you could give any advice to aspiring young Stranger Things in the audience who want to get into this career, want to get into this business, what advice would you give them?
I guess like just keep going. I think there was like, this might be fake, but I heard that it takes at least 4 years to get anywhere in acting, from like starting to audition to actually like doing something, which is about, it took me like 4 or 5 years to get this, and I don't think many people stick it out for that 4 or 5 years, and so I guess just keep going and push through it.
Yeah, persevere.
Yeah.
So, I I never did this with the other guests, but I'm going to do it because I know these guys in the audience really want the opportunity to. I'm going to throw it open to questions from the audience, so we're going to go around, right round, and get some of your fans the opportunity to ask some hopefully not too appropriate and not too personal questions. Girls, have you got any questions you want to ask?
What's your favourite scary movie?
Oh, that's a good one. Favourite scary movie? Well, I have a few. Coraline obviously isn't like that scary, but like I feel like that still counts, and that's like one of my favourite movies ever. Midsommar, obviously love. Oh God, I don't really watch a massive amount of scary movies. This is kind of funny. I saw a TikTok and it was like, it's fall or autumn, time to watch my favourite horror, and it was like a video of normal people because it's like so horrific to watch. So I just rewatched that yesterday. Yeah.
Don't people scare me. Any more questions from the? Yep.
My question is, when you first got the script, what was your reaction to finding out that you were going to be bashed in the head with a rollerblade by Millie Bobby Brown?
I think I was really excited because like that meant like I could do a stunt, you know? Like that's super fun. Yeah. No, I was happy about it.
Has that become a thing now? Because I know recently I was chatting to a friend of mine who runs a comic book store who has all the merch and stuff like that. And the first thing she said to me was, the rollerblade. And that was it. Has that like become like an icon of your part in the show?
Yeah, I've already gotten one rollerblade, or roller skate that I've had to sign today.
Yeah, I was chatting to someone earlier actually who said that they had a rollerblade that was the same make and model and everything.
Oh wow!
And they were hoping to bring it today, but forgot it. So absolute nightmare. Any more questions, guys?
What inspired you to start acting, Orkin?
Inspired me to start? Well, I kind of just like have always been doing it. Again, since I was like 4, so I don't really remember ever not doing it. Something that inspired me, people that inspired me. I guess like, I don't know, like Emerald Fennell. I love her. I loved her movie Promising Young Woman. I just rewatched that. I don't know, just people who like tell stories that have never been told before.
Brilliant.
Cringy answer, sorry.
Yes, you're so excited.
Hi.
So there are a lot of people in Stranger Things and a lot of big names in the movie making industry. If you could have had like, because there's a lot of people who didn't really have scenes with, if you could have a scene with any of the people in the industry, who would you most likely want to have a scene with?
Just in Stranger Things or anyone?
Anyone.
I'm gonna go Meryl Streep, obviously. But yeah, I mean I can't say anyone else other than Meryl Streep. It has to be.
Yeah. Anyone? Yes, you lady?
What was the like process like getting all the makeup and everything when she did?
Well, it was actually mostly CGI. There was like blood, like fake blood. Sorry, like trigger warning. But we're at a Horrorfest, no trigger warning. Yeah, so it was mostly CGI, so I had lots of like dots on my face. Yeah.
Yes, you lady?
What was your favourite scene to play in Stranger Things and why?
The whole roller skating sequence is great because at lunch, like everyone got up and like actually got to roller skate and like dance, and everyone put on music. So that was really, really fun to film.
Yes, but young.
Another kind of psychopathic character. Well, I'm really good friends with a lot of the other actors on that, especially Ruby. So I guess my favourite thing about that was just the friends that I made. So yeah.
So in terms of, obviously you've done sort of the dark horror TV show, the psychological drama. what other kind of genres would you be interested in working in? Is it a specific?
I'd love to do a period drama, purely for the costumes. That's my main one that I always say. I don't know, I really like being in kind of psychological thrillers and horror. I feel like they're really, I don't know, fun to play with because you get to kind of hide certain aspects that like get revealed later, and that's fun, you know.
We were actually talking earlier on, for those that sat in, Amber and Natasha from Winnie the Pooh came up here, and we did talk about maybe making a Jack the Ripper period drama, but making it gritty and real and not like the crap that's been made already. So if we ever do that, would you like to come on board and you know, maybe be a, you know, a psycho midwife or whatever, and we'll get you involved.
Why not?
Yeah, get you involved. Yeah.
I've been to, what was it, London Dungeons many a time, and I love the Jack the Ripper section.
Fantastic. You're plunging into the darkest regions of the East End and the human mind. Any more questions, guys? Yes?
Why did you want to play in Stranger Things?
Well, I loved the show before I got the role. I guess the main thing was like drama, really. Well, not the first time, but like the first current thing. Because I was on the same age as everyone in the cast, so as it was coming out, I was the same age as them. So it was my first time seeing them do like drama, and I was like, oh wow, if they can do it, then why do I have to wait until I'm 18? I would really love to do this now. So that's kind of what inspired me. So literally Stranger Things is what inspired me to like decide to actually properly start like, you know, acting professionally and not waiting until I was older.
So in terms of like the special effects side, then obviously Stranger Things has got quite a lot of special effects. What was it like for you as an actor going into scenes where special effects would play quite dominant parts? I know your character wasn't in a lot of those heavily special effects scenes, but you said about the when you got hit in the face, that was like.
I mean, they put lots of dots in my face. I had no idea how or what or why they were doing that, but I know that's the thing that you do with special effects. And I got to like, you know, fall backwards on a squishy mat and all of that, so that was fun. I mean, stunts are fun in general. I wasn't part of like the massive CGI things where, you know, everything's a green screen around you. But yeah, I guess it's just you've got to pretend, which is, I guess, what acting is, really.
Yeah, my son was recently in a massive Warner Brothers production where he got to go to the Warner Brothers soundstage. He was on the Harry Potter soundstage.
Oh, cool.
He was on the Harry Potter train. And when he came home from the studio to the hotel at night, I would meet him and say, "How was your day? What was it like? What did you see?" And his reaction was, it was all green. And that was his thing, it was all green, everything was green.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, "Did you not see anything?" I was like, "Well, no, because everything's painted green." And I'm sort of old school. I was expecting props and backgrounds and dioramas and all that kind of thing. He was like, "No, Dad, the full studio is just a big green room." And I was quite upset about that. I was like, "Wow, it kind of takes away from the magic." But I guess then when you watch it back later on, and you see that and what they've done, and you know, because it is quite a gory scene when you watch it backwards.
Yeah. It's mad what they can do.
Very clever. Very, very clever. Have we got any more questions, guys? Yes, you may.
Sorry, me again.
It's alright.
Do you keep anything from the Stranger Things stuff?
I think I still have the roller skates because they were my like I had been practicing in them, like, and you know, wearing them in. I think I brought them home with me, to be honest. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but
We
yeah.
can edit that out, right? Yeah.
I think my mum's got them. Yeah.
Fantastic. Like, I expect there was quite a lot of props on set and things like that. And of course, in today, they would be highly sought after and things like that. So I guess the opportunities, you know, that were there. But I guess on a set like that, it was quite heavily policed, and I'm guessing security of scripts and stuff like that
definitely.
was quite high. Was that like daunting going into something like that?
Well, there was definitely massive NDAs. Like in the 2-year period where I was waiting to film, I could not tell a soul. Like I didn't even tell my gran. Like it was just me and my mum who knew, and my dad. But like, yeah. So, I mean, I kind of had already had a lot of practice of like keeping my mouth shut.
And it's really important. You just don't realise how important it is.
Yeah.
My son signed an NDA for one of his movies, and he would come home on a night to the hotel, and I would say, "How was your day?" And he'd just say, "It's fine." And it was his chaperones that would pull me aside and say, "Oh, he's been working with this actor and this actor." He was working with Stephen Graham.
Oh, cool.
He worked with the award-winning director Steve McQueen, who did 12 Years a Slave. And him and Steve McQueen apparently got on really well. And my son wouldn't even tell me. And I was like, this guy's a legend. Like, why can't you tell me? He was like, just work, Dad. I mean, he's 11, so he was like, yeah, just work, Dad. But yeah, it was such a great experience.
So cute.
And I can't wait for his film to come out. So, other than acting, what else takes up your time?
Who knows? I have 2 pets, and they're the neediest little things on the planet Earth. Yeah. So I genuinely spend all day with them every day. I mean, I'd like to like write movies one day, so I'm like trying to learn how to write screenplays. And then, I mean, auditioning really, which I guess is acting, but pets, writing, auditioning, occasionally leave the house. That's really about it.
Yeah. I have a wonderful cat. He's quite well known on social media, but I got up this morning, I was rushing around trying to get here. I messaged John because I lost my clicker, hence why I've got a mouse. So I had to run and get the mouse, but in the meantime my cat threw up all over my sofa. So I woke my teenage girl up and said, clean the cat.
Oh, the poor kitty cat.
But yeah, he's fine. I think he just does it for attention.
Yeah, they do.
He's asleep right about now, so with no cares in the world.
That's so cute.
But yeah, he's a lovely little creature.
Oh my goodness, I miss my cat.
So in terms of sort of, I know earlier on when we had the girls up from Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and we also had Megan up from Robert the Doll. All 3 of them said that they had a real passion for the paranormal. We're approaching Halloween, the veil between the living and the dead is getting thinner and thinner. Where do you stand on sort of the supernatural, the paranormal, the unexplained, all this kind of stuff?
Oh, I don't like to talk about it or think about it, because I feel like I don't want to like manifest anything like weird happening into being like reality. I will never do an Ouija board. Ever. No. Like I don't like believe in it, but also I will never do an Ouija board or anything like that on the chance. Yeah, I haven't made. I'm not even gonna acknowledge its existence.
No.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, no, that does make sense. So yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic having you here today.
Thank you.
You are downstairs until 4 o'clock, is that right?
I believe so.
Right, so guys, Elodie will be downstairs for photographs, for autographs, I'll just go for a chat. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Before we finish, are there any more questions, guys? Because you guys are really excited and like, you've all gone really, really quiet. Yeah?
I was just wondering, have you seen all of Strange Things, and if you have, what's your favourite season and why?
I have seen all of it. My favourite season is season 1. It was just like brilliant, like groundbreaking. Loved season 1.
Yep.
Who did you make friends with most on set?
I spent most of my time with Gabriella, who is another one of the bullies, Logan, another one of the bullies, so obviously the 3 of us spent a lot of time together. And then Millie and Noah, and a bit of Finn, because he was in one of the other like ending scenes. Yeah, that's who I mainly spent my time with. It was so long ago, honestly.
Okay, did you had your hand up?
I was going to say, if you could have done if you didn't get into acting and you could have done any other job, what would it have been?
Well, my dad still wants me to be a veterinarian. So I always said that because I love animals. It would be something to do with animals. I don't know if I could be a vet because I'm not like good at science. But I don't know. I'd be like Jane Goodall 2.0. That would be my dream.
Like own a rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah, look after
Good
that.
bits. Yeah.
That would be lovely. Maybe I'll do that for retirement.
Any more questions? Fantastic. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here this afternoon. Thank you for coming to Hull. If you ever want to see the real upside down, Hull City Centre on a Friday and Saturday night. Gives off that vibe. Yeah, definitely. But it's been absolutely lovely. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
It's been an absolute pleasure.